I hit the record.
Little Shelley Duvall. Little Shelley Duvall.
That's a nice compliment, Dane. That made my whole...
You gotta get some
Duvall.
You gotta get some bottom eyelashes.
Yeah, I was thinking about emphasizing my... Shelley Duvall is a actress from the... She's got really big eyes and like...
Why am I think I'm mistaking her for the woman who always does the Boneritis commercial. You know who I'm talking about?
Boneritis.
I think she's like a mother in the Brady Bunch, or she was like Catwoman, maybe, something like that. She's from the same era. She's like, I have holes in my bones.
That's
but I'm
American.
active.
That's so
But
American.
I'm so active.
I don't think I've ever seen that in my life.
Oh my god. The audience will know who I'm talking about.
I have boneritis.
Okay.
You hear about the guy on Twitter who's recording his 19-year-old son's boner? And his comparing...
That's who we wanted to interview with Dax. Brian Johnson.
Excuse me? Oh, it's that guy?
Yeah, the guy who's
living forever?
Yes.
He's comparing his son's boners to his?
Well, I mean, to be honest, that's the least weird thing that he's doing. He also had his son swap his blood out for his. Like, they traded blood. They maybe even traded plasma as well.
Okay, I'm sorry. Why are we talking about whether or not women have a choice to choose when we have a full-grown man using his son as a blood bag?
Well, he's convinced his son. He's like sort of mentally, he's manipulating his son in such a way that
not
makes
worse?
it seem like it's his idea.
Because, like, the son's been alive for 19 years, and now he's...
I mean, I think it's really bad.
Yeah.
But I'm just a normal person living
what
my life.
do I know? Okay, well, that's...
what do I know about raising a kid and manipulating them or not manipulating them?
We're not parents. How dare we interject? Maybe we would use our child as a blood bag.
Yeah.
A boner bag.
Or possibly a boner bag. I need some of that sweet boner blood. It's a specific type of blood that makes your boner.
That's the best kind of blood.
Oh, it's kind of like adrenochrome, but like bonochrome.
Oh, bonochrome.
Yeah, bonochrome, and it gives you like a lot of testosterone.
Oh, that's what they do to athletes. That's why the athletes are so epic, is because it's all boner blood that's coursing through their veins.
Yeah, it's
all smooth. The other blood is too thick and gross.
Yeah.
Slows down your heart and shit.
Yeah.
Wow, I had no idea that's what it was.
Did you see Nike for like a quick second did these like contacts that made your eyes look like bright orange, like the pupils, and it was to like, they claimed that you could see moving objects like better, fast moving objects better. It lasted for like 2 years. It was like in 2008. They were like, this is the hot new thing.
Wow.
Yeah,
but it was all bullshit.
I think so.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
There might be some like
minute
improvement, but it's not worth putting some shit in your eyes.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I believe that there probably isn't any difference, because in the sports world, like, if you can shave your fucking legs to get 0.001% faster in swimming, like, you know, if they could have found a correlation, they probably would still be doing it. But I mean, people look crazy.
Yeah,
you can find pictures of them. It's like really bright orange irises.
That's cool. Feels like some type of like what are they called? Marsupials? Seems like something a marsupial would look like.
To make them like nocturnal or something.
Yes, exactly.
Why hasn't any of these billionaire freaks invented like contacts that can allow us to see in the dark?
That seems like that would be easy.
Yeah, I mean, I will say what makes animals be able to see at night, you know what it is, right?
Yeah, just reflective shit.
Yeah, on the back of the eye.
Yeah. Oh, it's in the back.
Yeah,
That's
on the back.
key.
How do you put a contact on the back of your eye, though?
Oh, Dane, trust me. You fall asleep with some of those bad boys in, they'll make it back there.
That's true. I've had to dig one of those out before. It's not...
That sounds painful, though.
Yeah, digging out, actually, that's not really appropriate.
You gotta roll it.
It's more like... What would that be similar to?
You gotta roll it.
Like a dingleberry in your ass cheek?
No, not even close, Ian. You could feel it.
Yeah.
At the back, and you gotta like look down and roll. You gotta roll it. You gotta coax it out, or you gotta go to the hospital. There's this ASMR.
So it's like having something in your ass.
No, stop with the ass play, you guys. It's too early.
It's not ass play. It's not ass play.
Well, what's it like? I mean, I don't know what else to
I'm
compare it
trying
to.
to figure out a cool comparison for people who've never worn contacts.
Wait, Dane, have you never worn contacts?
No.
Oh my, not one time?
I wouldn't say I have a fear. I just have a very uncomfortable relationship with my eyeball and touching it. I don't want to do that.
Love touching my eyeball in front of people to impress them.
Yeah, see, I don't want to do that.
So, okay, you know when you have like a hair on your eyeball and you can feel it? You know it's there? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, imagine that feeling, but on the back.
I don't like that.
Yeah, that's what happens when you fall asleep with that shit on.
It's not too bad.
You're
though,
not encouraging me to do it.
I mean, I would definitely don't fall asleep with your contacts on.
It's not too bad though, because you can. It really doesn't want to be back there, from my experience. And based on my anatomy, it doesn't want to be back there.
Based on my anatomy.
So you can do one of these kind of things where you're kind of like, you're not touching the eye, but you're maybe like massaging this area, and you're like just kind of rolling your eyes around a little bit, and eventually it just kind of comes out. Because it's like, I don't want to be here.
I have a confession to make.
Okay.
There's an ASMR artist that I watch who specifically does eye exams, and my favorite part of the eye exam is when she pretends that you have a bunch of contacts stored in the back of your eye.
Oh my
God. Bunch of them.
A bunch of them. And it gets worse. She plucks them out and she eats them.
No.
I swear to God,
way.
well, I swear to God, that's my favorite thing to watch.
That's so gross.
It's called
so
eye exam.
weird.
And she's like, I'm sorry if you don't like mouth sounds, close your ears, but she's like, and she like thinks about it. And she's like, tastes like.
Tastes like chicken.
That's
like
insane, man.
I don't know why.
It's so crazy how the ASMR shit has like evolved.
Yeah.
Like
Eye
things
exams.
that aren't even
They're
actual.
creative.
Because I guess they are sensations. Like it's something it's attached to reality in some way. Like I can, people picking their fucking nose and eating their boogers is a thing.
That's different.
And that's like very similar. That's like adjacent.
Well, I was thinking more like monkey. Like we're going back to monkey.
Oh, right. Pulling out the insects and eating them.
eating
Yeah,
it.
same kind of thing.
Yeah. So that's my confession.
Okay.
Does anybody else have any confessions to make me feel less bad? Oh, I'll tell you another one. When I was a child, I used to take sand from the playground. I think I told you this before. And I would pour it on top of my head and I would press it in.
So that you can
I
dig
could
it out
pick
later.
it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my mom one time left to Irish dancing thing, fesh, they call them feshes, with my sister, and left my dad alone with me for 3 days. And he did not brush my hair. He did not wash me. I was like 5 or 6. Like, this man did not know how to take care of kids. And I showed up to school because I was doing this thing where I was pouring sand on my head. And like, so my dad wasn't brushing my hair. I was big mat and like sand all up in my hair. And so the school called my mom and was like, we have to report you to CPS because we think you're abusing your child. My mom was so embarrassed.
Yeah.
She was like, no, oh my God, they're loved. They're very loved. It's just my husband does not understand.
Yeah, and you were sabotaging them by putting sand in your head.
I sabotaged them twice. There was that one. And then the other one was playing lacrosse growing up. I didn't like wearing slash guards, which is the thing that protects. You get hit here the most. Yeah. I didn't like wearing slash guards, so I didn't wear them. So I had a bunch of bruises right where it looks like someone would like grab you and shake you. So every year I got pulled in the office and they were like, if someone is doing something to you at home, you can tell us. I have to tell them every year, no, this is my own doing. And they never believed me. And then when I got older, they thought it was a boyfriend. Right. Because it looks like the shaking. So.
Yeah, the shaking right below the shoulder kind of thing.
Yeah.
That feels like such a movie thing, though.
No, it's
like
real.
grabbing here and going,
that's real.
What is wrong with you?
There's something I have noticed. Again, this is going to be like another, if you're triggered by domestic abuse, cover your ears.
Who isn't?
Yeah, I mean, or what? But I have noticed from being in abusive relationships, people bargain. Like, do you know what I mean?
Okay.
They bargain.
You saying that makes me realize, like, oh, that is exactly the type of thing people would do.
Yeah. So it's like, I need control and I need you to know I'm serious.
I need you to listen to me.
Yes. Yeah. But I don't want to hit you.
Yeah. There's no striking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
there's just very forceful grabbing and pushing.
Pulling.
Which is exactly why when you listen to some of these stories, I'm not sure what the Gabby Petito one was.
Yeah.
But strangling. It's almost like it's hard to imagine someone being like getting strangled to death.
Yeah.
But that's exactly
it's the bargaining.
How it ends. It's like they're not like their full intention isn't like necessarily. I mean, in some cases, I'm sure it's
they like lose
kill.
Yeah, but it is like this. Like I'm not doing as bad of a thing because I am not striking.
Yeah.
So and striking when striking happens, it's like open palm to like there's a and it escalates, right? So that's which again I'm fully advocating. Like if anyone ever puts hands on you in a relationship, you need to get out. Like as soon as that boundary is broken.
Yeah,
the bargaining keeps going.
Right, because the line isn't like, oh, I'll wait until striking happens. Yes. It's like, no, like squeezing really hard.
Squeezing really hard is very
like,
bad.
That's still bad. Yeah.
Because as soon as that boundary is broken,
you can kind of like infer where that would go. You know, it's like, that leads to choking someone.
Yes. Yeah, they say statistically, it's like once someone puts their hands on your neck. The chances of you getting murdered by that partner is like 700% increase or something like that. It's insane, and it is an escalation. Like it never starts there, or I won't say never, but very rarely. And in my experience, it didn't start there. It was like, as the grabbing at you, it almost always starts at grabbing at you.
Yeah,
and then it's like you're trying to get away, and they don't want you to leave, and they'll grab.
Yeah, well, it's important to acknowledge as well, like, we're all humans, and even people who do violent acts and stuff, it's not as if, like, they can ever get away with that just doing it, like, immediately and abruptly. Like, people have good radars, and, you're not going to intro by grabbing someone by the neck.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It's going to start very slowly, and it's going to be like, you're desensitized. It's essentially grooming, right?
It's the same thing.
Mechanic.
It's a slow, it's the same mechanic. You get someone used to touching. You get someone used. It's the same with emotional abuse as well, or like manipulation is where like it starts off with like, oh, your family doesn't really like me very much. I don't know if we should go see your family. Your friends are kind of rude. Like, and then it goes into like
more and more isolated.
Yeah, more and more isolated. Like, I don't really like the shirts you're wearing. It makes me feel like uncomfortable or whatever. And then it moves into like, you can't see your family, you can't see your friends, you can't wear these things, you can't like it is usually a very slow progression. And I do want to say on the other side of things, again, because I have been there fully as the recipient of in an abusive relationship, I want to also say like, if you're listening to this and you have been someone who has put hands on someone because you're in a state of desperation and panic and I'm sure you're feeling pain, right? Like people who go through, a lot of people who are abusers they have no idea how to deal with these big emotions. And you're hearing this and you're going, I'm a bad person. You can get help. And you don't have to be that person forever. You can go to therapy and learn how to deal with these big emotions in ways that don't come out as physical or emotional abuse. You can get help. And, we all need to get help. And I think that's something that's never talked about, but it's part of the solution is like people who are in the end of like on the end of the spectrum of like, my partner is doing something I don't like. I need to control them. We should encourage them to get help because, I mean, our friend Kirk Honda, he's worked with people who have gone to jail for putting hands on their partner and has rehabilitated some of them. And it can happen and we should encourage it. So I don't want to completely like ignore that part of it.
Yeah, I like that, addressing that aspect of it because it's very easy to get tied up in, just the very obvious like victim kind of rather than the perpetrator.
Good,
it's
bad,
like
and like worthy of getting help,
Right.
not worthy of getting help.
Right.
It's like you are always worthy of getting help, and you should get help because it's not only beneficial to you, but it's beneficial to society.
Yeah.
No matter where you're sitting on that
Absolutely.
spectrum. So again, not excusing it, but encouraging everyone, no matter where you sit, to seek help.
And it is quite the spectrum, It's like I used to hit things. Like pretty early in a relationship because I get so fucking frustrated, and I really didn't have the tools or the answers. So I remember like squeezing the steering wheel and like hitting the steering wheel, and that was not good because I really didn't know a lot of the time what I was feeling. I was clearly angry. But there wasn't a lot of emphasis on good communication, and just didn't really have a lot of the tools. And once you start to get some of those tools, it's kind of vague to talk about it because it's a little bit different for everyone.
It is,
But once you have more tools, it's like that doesn't feel it starts to feel really stupid. The idea that you would be hitting an object or fucking drywall or something because you are angry. It's like, no, you can just say that you're angry, and just saying that you're angry in some cases
alleviating.
But
even just like I think honestly, like the anger, I haven't seen you get angry like that, or angry in general, for like 4 years, 4 years probably. I would say, which is insane because it was like as soon as you just started like saying how you were feeling early on, as soon as something started bothering you, that you didn't have to, because it's a panic, right? It's a panic of like all of a sudden all these things are happening and I don't fucking know what the hell's going on. And that's where a lot of people sit. A lot of people who have anger issues of any kind, like it's and you can get help.
And the more I think about it as well, I'm like it is so normal. Like when you don't know how to communicate and you're not accessing like what is frustrating you, because I think that's often where it came from for me, at least. Is that it was a frustration of like it doesn't feel like you are hearing me. Like you're not hearing what I'm saying,
which is, I think, a wound, right? Like it's like I'm not being heard, I'm not being acknowledged, I'm not being understood, and there's an intense like Kirk talked about that a lot, like a fear of alienation and isolation. And that's where a lot of stuff comes from, because that's as humans, our biggest fear is not having community. So a lot of it stems from like, why am I not worthy of being acknowledged and being taken care of? And then it comes out as anger. In the same way that, like, for me in the beginning of our relationship, I had the same wounds, but it came out in like a completely different way, where I was like just emotionally a mess. And I just wanted to, so it's like wanting the same thing, but it manifesting in very different ways.
Hey, Dane, have you ever punched anything like drywall or something?
No, I've never put a hole in drywall, but
I haven't either. It would hurt my hand. I only
it would hurt
soft things like pillows.
Yeah, I would definitely break my hand or something.
Yeah.
But I used to get really mad at video games. Like if something was going wrong in a video game, I'd fucking slam my desk.
Yeah.
And I knew, like, fully knew that it was like stupid to be doing that, but I like literally had no other way of expressing myself.
Yeah.
Well, it's sort of like what you were saying earlier. It's like all you have to do is say like I'm angry, and then you'll like start thinking like, wait, why am I angry?
Yes.
That kind of thing.
Yep.
The way I got there myself was I would go like this. I would go grrr. And it would be and it would be like sobering in a way, because I'd start laughing at how stupid it sounded for me to go grrr when I'm mad. And then that would put me in the mindset of like, oh, it's silly that I'm mad at this right now. Like, that's a silly thing to be doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just making that sound usually would
Shake
calm
you
me
out
down.
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'd be like, oh, this is stupid. It's like childish to be going grr, I'm an angry boy. So eventually I just like it just completely went away, and I don't know. At some point you just kind of have to realize, like, if something's making you upset, then you should just stop doing it. So that's just what I do now. If something's making me upset, I just like literally just close out of it.
Yeah. I feel like also like a good rule is if something's making you upset, like ask yourself why.
Yeah.
Like you can ask yourself, why is this making me upset? And just even taking the time to like sit down and think about it is good. You know, like I feel like that will do it for you. For most people. For me, I had really bad PTSD triggers that used to really they would get set off like pretty often. I would say, how often would you say I would get like triggered? My PTSD would get triggered before EMDR.
Oh, I mean, basically every argument.
Yeah.
I mean, or every other argument, maybe.
Yeah, I would say probably like twice or 3 times a week. I would get really triggered, and for me, getting triggered meant going into well, one, my body believed that I was dying. So just straight out panic attack. And, you know, Ian would hit steering wheels and stuff. I would hit myself. I would get very desperate. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, and this is why I guess I understand the other side of like when you're just so desperate and you want something to get better that you get weird. Like you just get weird. And so I would like I would do a lot of rubbing, like self-soothing and stuff when I would get really triggered by PTSD, because my PTSD came from medical stuff when I was very young. And to help me cope with that, I had a therapist who did cognitive therapy, who worked with me to sit down and in the moment when I'm really triggered to notice, like, I think it's like see 10 things, smell 3 things. Like you have to sit there and be like, I see that, I see that, I see that. You have to smell, you have to acknowledge feelings in your body. There's like steps that grounds you and kind of lines you up with your body better. And that was like extremely helpful. And I think on the other end of that, when you're like, you know, really angry, sitting down and just being like, why am I angry, kind of pulls you back enough to be cognitively aware of what's going on. And I will say very quickly, like, I think we've talked about it a few times on the podcast, but again, if you like think that you're getting triggered or you think that you have PTSD, like EMDR was very hard, but it changed my life. So I very much recommend it for people who...
as you're talking about that, the grounding sort of thing, I was just thinking about Dane's, like him going grrr, grrr, grrr. And I think it has its place for sure.
Yeah.
Because it does like give you that kind of indicator of like it almost it feels like it removes you from the situation a little bit.
Yeah.
To know like, okay, grr, if my whole family dies, like maybe like a justifiable grr, you know.
Yeah.
Grr, I'm losing at Smash is like, this is okay.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I do feel like it is a little bit like it could end up being misused because like there are a lot of grrs and like.
Well, I think it would not work for someone who doesn't particularly find that funny.
Yeah.
Like I find it really I find it pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's why it works for me. I'm not recommending other people do it. I think it's probably better just to say like I'm pissed off or I'm mad. That's like the literal meaning behind doing that for me.
Yeah.
But for me it's mostly just like funny to me, and funny things usually just like make me feel better. So.
Yeah. It's sort of like snapping fingers, right? Like you're hypnotized and somebody's like, meh, meh, meh.
Yeah.
Or like, you know,
well, it's just, yeah, it's just kind of like, I don't know. I'm it's kind of like, immediately like making fun of myself really quickly, like before it gets too bad, or just like, whenever you want to like make fun of somebody and really childishly, like you just kind of go like me, like you copy what they said. Me.
That
Yeah,
version.
Yeah, that version, like that. Yeah, like that's what I'm doing to myself. Where I'm just like, grr, you're so mad, aren't you, you fucking pussy? Like, what's wrong with you?
Do you find, I'm so curious, do you find that you vacillate between angry and happy? Or do you think like your spectrum is more?
I don't think that I often bounce between that. I feel like even then when I was having like trouble controlling my temper in certain situations, it wasn't. It was very specific to the situation. It wasn't like I'm always bouncing between it like in day-to-day life where one moment I'll feel one way and another way I'll feel another way.
No, I think I mean like do you feel like you there's different paths that you walk often that aren't just either happy, which is your normal, or angry? Do you feel
sure.
like you hit other things often, or are you just like mostly happy and then sometimes you'll, because that's what I'm just curious if you
I don't know. I don't think so. I think I have a pretty
good range.
wide range of
Yeah.
things that I'm feeling. But yeah, I mean, in that specific situation, it is kind of like, in order to try and pull myself out of it,
You want to hit the happy.
it helps to just try and cheer myself up, I guess.
Yeah. For
To
me,
try and like see the bright side of a thing, or not necessarily see the bright side, but to just, I don't know, cheer myself up or
Yeah,
make
yeah.
myself laugh or something like that if something's making me upset, unjustifiably upset. I feel like in moments where I am justifiably upset, like I'm not going to try and do that, because I feel like in my mind I'm like, no, it's okay to be upset about that.
Yeah, it's like
I
good
don't have to make fun of
process
myself for it. Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I don't have to go, grr, I'm so mad that my family died, grr.
Sorry, I don't know why, but when Ian said that, I thought specifically about the scene. This is spoilers for people who want to watch Demon Slayer and haven't. But the first episode, when like he goes in and his whole family's been killed by a demon, I just imagined like Dane's audio over it going, grrr.
Grr. This really makes me peeved.
Yeah. If you don't want to say "gur," you can say "what the flip" in your head.
Yeah.
Or out
Exactly.
loud.
That's another.
It's I guess I was just asking that because for me, for a long time, I vacillated between existential dread and extreme happiness.
I mean, like, I think that was probably, I mean, just your depression or
Yeah,
something.
no,
right?
it was my depression, which is why I like asking people those questions, because I want to know like where other people sit in the like what the
Right.
norm is, I guess, you know. Because for me, it was after I got medicated, everything. It used to be before medication. It was like I was either 10 out of 10 sad or like 8 out of 10 happy. And now I'm like, on average, I would say I'm like content, like I'm a 5. And then like when we're eating cake, I'm like an 8. And then when I'm sad, I'm like a 3. Like I never hit
Those
the
extremes.
extremes of like 0
Yeah.
and 10.
Yeah. And jumping between them
And,
fast.
and vacillating between them
Yeah.
fast. And it's
Yeah.
funny because even like I would say fairly recently, maybe it was about a year ago, I was really struggling and we were walking to the gym and I was just fucking bawling my eyes out. I was having a really hard time. And Ian's like, maybe you like need medication. And when he said that to me at that time, I got so fucking mad. I was like, fuck this. Like, I was like, the shit that we go through is so fucking hard. And I've like done so much therapy. And now you're telling me I got to go back to therapy and I got to do more work and I got to be medicated. I was like, it's not my fault. It's the fucking internet's fault. Like, I was so in that camp of just like, I was so over it. And I was so fucking mad. And Ian was like, okay, I'm not gonna fucking touch this anymore. And then turns out, yeah, I did need medication. So it, I feel sad for people who have to approach their friends that are or loved ones that are medically ill and tell them maybe you need medication, because I don't think it ever is received well the first time somebody says that.
No.
to you.
No, that's horrendous.
Like,
Well,
it's just-
especially in the moment of
Yeah.
you being upset. Like,
Yeah.
that's not a good time to bring that up, probably.
yeah, no, probably not. But me and Ian, we're, you know what I've really learned about us? We have no social etiquette between each other. And I think that's great for us, but it's not for our other relationships.
No.
Because we like, we learn, like, we're so,
Here's an example.
yeah.
For the past 2 minutes, Ian's been on his phone.
Yes. Yes.
And here's the thing. I know that you two are comfortable with that, but like it makes me so like I can't help but notice it.
No,
like
I know.
brought this up before. That's like a great example, though. It's funny that you bring that up.
Yeah, because I don't give a shit. He's always doing that. I'm so
Well,
used to
this
it.
is perfect transition into talking about the comments. We're unbudsing now.
Oh. That's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
why you originally looked, though, because my phone buzzed at the same time, so I
What?
know that our
No.
group chat.
No, I didn't. I don't even have an alert in the group chat.
Really?
Yeah.
I
I
thought our
think you're
group
smoking
chat went
crack
off.
right now.
What?
No, Ian was
See?
just queuing up the next segment.
Oh,
Yep.
never mind.
Yeah.
Were you going to say something, Dane?
No. Sometimes I just say at the end of my sentence.
Oh, if you move to Canada, you can replace with a, and you might have to
No,
move
thanks.
to Canada soon. So
No. They don't have a president.
that's true. We don't. We don't even have a prime minister right now.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, true.
That's kind of awesome, though. Like to have that be an option. We refuse to have that as an option here.
Well, you guys
We're
don't
like,
have the
all
same
right.
system at
we
all.
always need a fucking loser in charge.
Yeah, like I don't understand. Everybody's always like, "Oh, are you going to run for prime minister?" You don't run for. It's not how that works. You run to be the leader of a party, and even if there's no, the party still has the majority of the seats. Like, it's not the same thing.
Josh says, I genuinely love the new YouTube algorithm. This is the closest it's ever been to Dream YouTube.
Oh,
I don't think we have the same algorithm, but I'm happy for you.
I will say, YouTube's algorithm has just been giving me chef's blind tasting stuff right now,
Oh, that's awesome.
so I kind of like it.
I agree with Jeff. I think that it's been really good for the last like I want to say like year and a half.
Nice. That's cool to hear.
Yeah, I just like chef's blind tasting stuff.
Red Wind says, I think I prefer Anisa over any other co-host. She adds that feminine touch that the show needs.
Oh, that's so
Okay, well, what do I
nice.
got to do to be your favorite then?
Well, maybe
I got to
Tuck?
add a feminine touch.
Well,
Do I
they
got to
said-
trans?
They didn't say anything about favorite. That's something that you're just projecting. Like you're
No.
No, you could tuck.
Oh.
Read that
And-
comment again.
Braid the beard.
I think I prefer Anisa over any other co-host.
Okay,
She adds-
so they're saying that they prefer her over me.
no.
no.
It was because we were talking about replacing me.
yeah,
With another
someone
co-
else.
co-host.
No. They're saying that they prefer
God.
Anisa over me and they hate me and I should die.
Tuck? Okay.
Oh no, Dane's right. I just clicked show more and it says I hate Dane. He should die.
Oh, it does say that. I read it too. No, wait. Okay. Dane. Tuck. Braid your beard. A little bit of eyeliner and glitter.
Can we go
Feminine
back
touch.
real quick? Mm-hmm. Why'd you say tuck?
Tuck your cock and balls between your fucking.
That is
cheeks.
not on camera at any point.
Yeah, but people can tell.
They know.
It's an aura.
Number
They do?
one, you would have
It's an
different
aura.
posture.
Yeah, different posture.
That's true because it would hoit.
Yeah.
It would hoit my.
All
It
the
would hoit my
above.
nut.
Hoyt.
Okay, someone says, yeah, guys, real funny to rain on this old man's parade. Here's a real query for your fertile millennial minds.
Millennial minds.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
the epic title fight of Ludwig's chess boxing.
Oh, shit.
Ludwig versus the smartest but weakest chimpanzee.
Okay.
A prime male chimp brain on a healthy diet of spinach, omelets, blueberries, nuts, and a cup of coffee, as well as 5 years' experience of chess. Ludwig has a toned six-pack,
Okay.
bigger biceps because he's been training for the fight for 1 year.
Oh.
Interesting.
Okay, I do have to say, chimps have a surprising memory ability, and they do it very quick. We've seen them with
Oh,
the-
we have.
Yeah. So I think
They haven't, but they. Oh,
the chimp would beat him in chess,
yeah. If it's
not even in boxing.
trained well,
Because chimps can't punch, right? They
Right.
don't have the shoulder ability to throw and punch.
yeah.
So, but I think the chimp
Oh,
would win
interesting.
in chess. Dane, your opinion?
I think they only know numbers, though.
Yeah, I think the chimp would probably win too.
You're trying to give a feminine touch. What? Why did that feel like you were channeling something? Is that your diva? Is that
No, I just don't know. I don't. I just don't know what the answer is.
You're like, I think the chimp would win too. Man, maybe he tucked when we were talking.
Yeah, you guys didn't see, but I quickly tucked.
I like that.
Okay, what do you think, Ian?
I'm not going to discount Ludwig's clout. I think Ludwig would utilize his clout quite a bit, and he wouldn't want. It would be very embarrassing to lose to a chimp at chess. So I think he would really buckle down.
I think he would slug the chimp before the chimp could checkmate him.
I think you got something there. I here's something about Ludwig. I don't know very much about the guy, but I've seen clips of him, and he looks like he's got a lot of like anger behind him.
Yeah, that's true.
That he's suppressing.
Suppressed anger. You can't discount the suppressed anger of a white man.
Yeah.
I think he has the capability of going full on angry white boy mode.
Yeah, you're right. With the sauce. Merlin, get out of there.
No.
The sentence you can't discount is so chat GPT. Merlin is lying on the. We used a rug to cover up the computer because it's making a loud noise, and Merlin just cuddled up to the computer to lie on the rug.
I like how, in order to get the computer to stop making a loud noise, you cover it up with a rug so that it heats up and makes more noise.
Hey, it's working. It is. I mean. Explain that, tech head.
Yeah, I'm gonna post on fucking Tom's Hardware, whatever it's called. Like, my computer won't stop making this loud buzzing sound. I've covered it in 3 layers of fabric.
Yeah, and see the responses.
Yeah, I'm strapping it down with belts and stuff.
Yeah, take a picture of it. It's this big padded and you can see the glow.
Yeah, and smoke is sort of sputtering out of it. Mm-hmm. She ruined my demonia stompers. Sad face. Nice little.
Sorry to hear that.
What would that be called?
Fetish content.
Alternative title, I guess.
Yeah.
I heard in a podcast that Anisa, you're part Irish.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Dia duhit. That means. What does that mean?
I have no idea. I don't speak Gaelic.
Well, it means hello.
Oh.
Do you know where in Ireland your family is from? I'm from Galway.
Yeah, I did answer the comment.
Oh, you did?
I did, but I will answer it here. My grandmother's from Cork, and my grandfather was born in a small town just outside of Belfast, and my grandmother... I can't remember, but my grandfather was born to a Catholic mother and a Protestant father, and he didn't know his father and ended up working for him, not knowing that was his father because his dad was a rich Protestant.
Such a crazy shit that happened back in those days. There's all sorts of stories like that.
My grandfather was born a Catholic bastard. Though they were.
You just want to say bastard.
No, that's what they. I mean,
You're
that's
just
where
looking for an excuse to say a curse word.
No, that's where the you call someone a bastard, especially in
Yeah, that's a crazy insult.
Yeah, they found recently a mass grave of Catholic babies that were
bastards.
That was around the time that my grandpa was.
Is a woman a bastard?
Yeah, I mean any baby that's born out of wedlock.
Bastet.
It's a bastard.
Okay.
Bastard
well,
child.
I kind of like that. It's pretty rare that we don't have gendered titles like that.
Yeah.
Huh. I guess when you're just the lowest of the low, the dirtest of the dirt.
They don't care what's between your legs.
Yeah. We'll call you garbage. We don't have to call you Garbetage. Hey, Maximum Damage and Co. Big fan of the show. I listen to audio mainly, but thought I would pop over here to leave this comment. The TikTok stuff is pretty non-engaging. I love everything else you guys do on here with the swanky combos, but TikTok is just slop, in my opinion. I saw a couple of others mention this too, but maybe I just strongly despise that app. LOL, much love. No, I'm on the same page. This person's username is Merlin's dad. By the way, I think they just made this account just to post here.
Merlin's dad.
I appreciate that. I think the more I think about other like the actual podcast end of things, the more I'm realizing that visual component just like isn't particularly engaging or interesting. And I think there are a lot of people who just are here for more of the, I don't know, just the people interacting without having like this slop to rely on. I do like slop on occasion, so I'll try to figure out a happy medium.
To slop on the knob.
Yeah, we should be
The nop.
we should be slopping on the mop.
Mop slop.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm making a gunch cake, you guys.
she is.
Speaking of slop.
Right now?
Yeah.
Well, not currently, but I will be making a gunch cake.
So last episode, she was hella inspired by someone posting about the Gunch's nasty sloppers, and she thought, "What about a cake? What about a Gunch cake?"
Yeah, a gunch cake, and I'm gonna decorate it with Gunch's nasty sloppers on the top.
She's it's gonna be so
Slop
gross.
on the top.
Slop. I'm gonna slop the top with some sloppy giblets.
Gunch gobblers.
And then slob on the knob.
Yeah. So yeah, explain to them what your plan is for this cake.
Yeah, so it's going to be a spumoni cake.
Spumoni is basically, I think, some Italian
It's Italian.
ice cream combination, kind of like a Neapolitan, but replace the strawberry with cherry
Yep.
and replace the
Vanilla with
with pistachio.
So the main cake base is going to be a pistachio olive oil cake. I'm going to grind up some pistachios and put it in there and put in some pistachio paste. Then I'm going to do a ganache filling. That's the chocolate component. And then the outside will be a cherry Swiss meringue buttercream. So when you cut it open, it's almost like the gunch has been inverted. So the gunch's outsides are its insides, and the insides are the outsides.
Interesting.
It's a little bit gory.
That is gory.
And then we'll put some cherries on it.
We can call it the inverted Gunch slopper.
We can put a little nipple on the top.
That's true. I did. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
What do you guys think?
That's nasty.
Let me
Gunch
know.
nip.
The gunch nip. One singular nip, because they only have one. This is a fun fact about the cryptid, the gunch. They only have one child at a time. So they only need
You
one.
sounded like a fucking
Nipple.
child.
You sounded so serious when you said that.
The thing about the Gunches is they only have one child at a time, so they only need one
They only
nipples.
need one. They only need one mammary gland.
Okay.
And
Right in the
that's
center.
right in the center.
Cool. Okay.
Of their
I like
chest.
that.
Yeah, the gunch is slopper.
Yeah,
This-
singular.
This person says, who would win in a fight? Two full-sacked silverbacked gorillas. Picture this now. You can't discount it. They're
You can't discount their sex.
Yeah, it's not one silverback with two full sacks. It's two full-sacked silverback gorillas, or one T-Rex on ketamine. But the gorillas have Joe Rogan to train them for 2 weeks beforehand.
Oh shit! You can't discount Joe Rogan's jujitsu style of fighting,
Yes.
which would the T-Rex doesn't have arms, so you can't even like. It's not like the T-Rex could put them in an arm bar.
No. The T-Rex is very limited, but you got to think back in those times, those prehistoric times.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crazy shit that a T-Rex has to compete against.
That's
So it's going to have a lot of secret tactics
Well,
up its sleeves.
Its legs, like kickboxing wise, I think has a distinct advantage.
True, but it struggles with balance. I would imagine.
Well, its tail though.
Oh, that would help.
Yeah.
Oh, and you can't discount the tail.
You can't discount the tail because gorillas don't have tails. Even if they stood on.
I love in the pursuit of saying more slop. We're like trying to increase the word count on this essay. So you're like, gorillas don't have tails.
You can't discount that. Even if the gorilla stood on the other gorilla's shoulders.
Yeah, I don't think
I don't
You can
think
do
it.
Even if it's trained by Joe Rogan, I don't think it's possible.
But it's
Well, you
one
can't
spin
discount.
kick.
You can't discount the ketamine. I feel like that's a disadvantage.
Oh.
That
oh,
I totally forgot about that.
I thought
the
that was an
ketamine.
advantage when I first read that.
No,
I thought it was
no.
like
No.
okay.
Because like you know that video of like Elon Musk doing this.
Yeah.
That would be the T-Rex.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I would say the gorillas. I think the gorillas would really take advantage
Full
of
stacked.
the
I don't think so.
ketamine.
You don't think so, Dane? They'd kick the croc in the cock, I think.
The T-Rex? I
Well-
mean, T-Rex is big. T-Rex is very large. I feel like even if it was disoriented, eventually it would be like, no matter what it saw, it would retaliate if it was getting hurt.
But you can't discount how big of a target his cock is.
You're right. I mean, but,
T-Rexes have
but here's the thing:
internal
you
That's
you also
true.
forgot in this situation. I mean, where did this dinosaur come from? It probably came from a breeding facility similar to that of Jurassic Park. And in Jurassic Park, all of the dinosaurs were female to prevent unauthorized breeding.
Oh,
So,
you're right.
The cock is unavailable for kicking. It would be more of a female. It would definitely be a female dinosaur. that you'd be
Okay,
killing.
kick them in the box.
And the female dinosaurs, I think, were stronger than the males. I think that's just how nature was.
Hit him in the
Actually,
clit.
I made that up. I don't know. Hit him in the
Hit him
clit.
in the
Hit him in
clit.
the clit.
Okay, so we can compare our answers to an expert here. John Smith responds and says, well, the gorillas would certainly have a huge advantage being trained beforehand, especially with a half gorilla man being their trainer, since he can probably speak their language.
Right. They would accept him into their tribe.
However,
Easily.
you cannot discount apostrophe soar power. Dinosaur power, that is. But nor can you discount the power of the gorilla's full sacks. So, ... This is a tough one.
Really, really, really like that.
Mercurial responds, oh man, I do love T-Rex.
That's all he said.
Yeah. That they're
great.
parodying the one guy, Jess.
Yeah, he's talking about the body or the power lifter.
Oh yeah, I forget that guy's name.
Chris Evans.
I was gonna call him Justin Roiland.
Yeah. I remember there was
He's got
some
a
boxer or
generic
something.
name, yeah.
It's
Some wrestler.
I want to call him Austin Powers
Big Beth.
Yeah.
because he's a power lifter.
Ethan Chad.
Ethan Chad.
Ooh, that does sound like
Ethan
a real
is not a
person.
Chad name though.
Ethan Chad is a Chad name though.
Possibly.
Like
That's
it's
very hot and cold.
That's why it's a Chad name.
Okay. The name's Ethan Chad. The name's Chad. Ethan Chad.
Ethan Chad.
Okay. You've convinced me.
Okay.
And then another like kind of serious comment. You have to take into account that the T-Rex has extremely powerful jaws.
So true.
I love that. Man, I kind of want to build upon that and make that a regular segment. Like we take one thing deathly serious in the podcast.
I think we should do it and then make a claymation presentation of it.
We have more AI comments. Someone says, I can't wait to see the new GUNCH. Any word on when it will be released? It's coming soon with the eyes emoji looking to the left. And then we'll let you know with a one of these.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, both are very good.
Yeah, I like the
Very playful.
Yeah.
Yeah, very playful. You're right.
We'll let
Very-
you know.
Right.
Almost
I'll stick with
flirtatious.
that. Nice.
I don't know if that's good.
You fools already done
turning me
this
on.
with the great GUNCH off. Oh, that's true, Gabe.
The gunch off?
Yeah, we did the GUNCH off.
Oh, we did.
I might be obsessed, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did do the gunch off.
Oh, what if Jess and Rob find out about AI? They can literally get answers
I
to
thought
their
you were going to
questions.
say, what if Jess and Rob figure out about the gunch? And they start discussing the gunch
True.
types.
That would be cool.
Oh, Dane.
That takes too much imagination, though.
What's up?
We should, Dane, we
What's
should
up?
make a card game called Gunchmon. And I feel like you understand the power, like leveling or like to how to make it balanced.
Right. I
Can
could be the
we-
game designer.
Okay. So Dane will be the game designer of Gunchmon. And we're going to
You'll
make
be art.
Yeah, I'll do art.
I'll be in charge of the crypto.
Oh, the NFTs.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
Okay, good.
I
We've
think
got a
we're-
full team.
Yeah.
The average fucking startup meeting.
Yeah.
All right, we
need to
need
get
someone in charge of the NFTs.
All right. First off, we need to get an office in Silicon Valley right
Yeah.
away.
Right away, yeah, and get into massive debt. It doesn't matter because we're promising NFTs and big revenue.
This is one of my favorite episodes so far. I love asking people random animal versus animal questions and taking it seriously.
It is fun. I did really enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I mean, and I like the comments. Like I really like people talking about full sack gorillas in my YouTube comments. It
Gorilla
reminds
fully
me-
stacked.
Fully stacked?
Yeah, versus a gorilla that's fully sacked.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, gorillas don't have big penises. Did you know that? They've got really small penises.
Yeah, and you want to know how I know that?
Or small balls.
Do you want to know how I know
I
that?
think they have small balls. How?
I think I told you this. My anthropology teacher.
Yeah. Yeah.
This woman in college, she fucking she thought she wanted to make all the men in the class feel as if they're epic, and they got big penises. So she basically had a 5-minute segment just like comparing the dick sizes of all the primates, and she was like, "By the way, guys, we're like kind of the biggest."
It's kind of crazy that your school, you have 2 cock-sized stories
Oh, yeah.
coming out of your university experience.
University. It wasn't even high school.
Well, I'd be more concerned if it was high school.
Oh, true.
I did have a high
Yeah,
school
there's-
teacher. I did have a high school teacher who said, ladies, you can control your Kegels and open and close your, using, if you flex your whatever, you can open and close it. And then he paused and he went, I know all of you are doing it right now to see if you can. And that was pretty creepy.
Uncomfortable, yeah. Yeah, that one is just...
I can hear it.
I can hear it. Yeah, but you had specifically 2 cock-sized incidents in your...
Yeah. One was... Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't want to relive that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Shout outs to Arby's for the curly fry.
Woo!
Thank you, Ham Frankie. We all need a curly fry.
Yeah, I want one right now.
Lonnie Lasagna says, who would win in a game of Marco Polo? A fully torqued hippopotamus or a level 14 Squirtle?
Fully torqued.
Level 14.
Um.
Well, level 16 learns chomp, so I don't know.
Oh, so it's not advanced enough to really battle a fully torqued hippopotamus, because I feel like the chomp is crucial in this fight.
Right, because chomp always does 50% of their health.
Oh, is that an accurate statement?
Oh, no. There is a move that does that in Pokemon. I forget what it's called. I think it's called Super Fang or something.
Oh, yeah, I remember really liking Radicate for Super Fang.
Yeah, there you go. Eradicate.
Wait, didn't...
That's what I think of when I think of a squirrel.
What about
I'm pretty sure
Hyper
it was
Fang?
squirrel.
You just said Hyper Fang.
There is that's why
Hyper
it's either
Fang.
Super Fang or Hyper Fang. I forget which one
I think
it is.
I think it's Hyper Fang.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's
No.
why I said it, is because that
sorry.
sounds like a thing
could-
to me.
Yeah.
It could be either one.
I think it's Hyper Fang.
I think you guys should both apologize to me.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
You're so
And-
much smarter.
And it's Hyperfang. Just like, I need you guys to say it. I need you to say it. Every time I look up at the video, I was dying at how cute Merlin is. You guys are lucky to have such a cuddly baby.
He is such a cuddly baby. This morning, I woke up and I just did like a little groan because we've been going to bed really late lately. And
Okay.
we've been going to bed really late lately. And so I've been waking
Late
up
for you guys,
late.
like 1?
No, late is like 11:15.
Oh, jeez.
But I like waking up at 7. Like that's my preferred time to wake up. But I've been waking up at 8:30, and Merlin and Fiona obviously they're like, what the hell, we want to eat. And as soon as I did like a little like stretch groan, like Merlin freaking like ran up to the bed right in my face. His like big googly eyes are just looking at me like ready to go. And he was like just ready to cuddle and freaking hang out, and it was so sweet.
Yeah, we have this sweater that we put on him when we go outside because
Yeah.
it's pretty cold here right now.
Yeah.
And we left it on him after we took him for a walk, and I think last night or this morning.
No, it was this morning.
This morning, and he fucking somehow took it off without
Yeah.
us even noticing because we were gonna leave it on him and just see how he does with it in the house. But at some point, bro, just like I don't know, like,
Undressed.
he undressed. I don't know how he
Undressed.
did it because it's not
an easy thing to do.
attached to his body pretty good.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
weird.
it's hard for us to take it off, but yeah, he's a smart little guy, but he's cuddly as hell. And I was worried he wasn't going to be cuddly because when he was a puppy, he had no interest. But
is really
sometimes, yeah, it's sweet. Like you remember when he was a puppy, like you held him for a
Yeah.
bit, and he wasn't like.
Yeah. I mean, he was so innocent back then. Now he's like, I don't know what happened, but he's been like on Twitter a lot, and
He's
he was
very-
posting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was saying like, oh, it was like a Roman salute. I don't even know. Like he was.
You think he's one of those? Did you see him tweet that?
Well, we
must
had
have
this
deleted it.
discussion last night. Literally last night as we were falling to bed
Yeah.
or falling asleep, Anisa had brought up that he was one of the ones pardoned for the January 6th thing.
We did have that discussion.
And I had to think about it a little bit, and I realized that he was actually born after the January 6th stuff, so it couldn't possibly be the case.
Yeah, he wasn't pardoned for
right.
that.
True.
But he did do something.
There's something in his past that we don't know about for sure. It's just the vibe he gives off. You know, he thinks the AFD party is the only way to save Germany. We'll put it that way.
He got drafted.
Yeah. He started like howling excitedly when he overheard
Elon Musk.
Musk on Anisa's phone
Yeah.
when Elon was saying that
Oh.
Germans shouldn't feel any amount of guilt
Yeah,
towards their past at all.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
He
That's good.
he was a little too excited. Is all I'm saying.
And we're not, I don't know. I think we might.
It's hard, you know, when your little ones are on the internet, they get radicalized so fast.
Your little ones. Little ones.
Like, because Fiona loves watching pearly things.
Why do you have radicalized dogs? Crazy.
Hey,
Don't.
I mean,
Hey, this is what happens when
telling
you
you.
just like you don't even like take care of your dogs. You just give them iPads.
Just give them iPads, and they're on Twitter. They're seeing things. They don't, you know. Fiona went through her Andrew Tate phase for a bit, and you know, you try to talk to them.
yeah, I'm not particularly worried about it because all of these things are phases. They last a couple weeks at most, you know.
Yeah, he'll go back to Minecraft.
Yeah. It's like vacillating between Minecraft, Sneeko, Andrew Tate, Minecraft, Terraria, Ben Shapiro.
Little bit of
Sell all
Mr.
the
Beast.
Tesla stocks and put them in like something else.
Yeah, exactly.
God damn it.
Convert to Robux.
But yeah, no, Merlin used to not be a cuddly guy, and now he's like super, super cuddly and sweet.
Telly Banana says, "Hear me out. A Siamese cat harnessed back to back with a Maine Coon
Oh,
dropped from 4 feet. Who lands on their feet?
oh.
And you can't discount the curiosity of the Siamese cat."
That's because I was going to rate flat out say Maine Coon.
Yeah.
Because those things
They're big.
they're savages.
Yeah.
They're there to party.
Yeah. I like a Maine Coon.
I used to have a Maine Coon.
You had a Maine Coon?
Yeah, he was awesome.
Aw, what color? What did he look like?
He looked like a big ass fucking lion,
Oh, I'm
He's
so
like a-
jealous.
furry little creature.
I want a Maine Coon so bad. They got such big, fucking tough looking faces.
Yeah.
Like they're going to
They're
take down
animals.
a fucking buffalo or something.
Mm-hmm.
That, a Maine Coon would put Merlin in his place and scare him out of any alt-right pipeline.
Oh, that's true.
A Maine Coon would friggin' set him
Thank
straight.
goodness that cats are woke.
I know. Cats are woke. All cats are woke as fuck. They're leftists.
I think so.
I don't know one alt-right cat.
No.
I don't even know a liberal cat. Do you?
No.
Some libertarian cats, though.
You know those alpha like TikToks where they like show like
Lions.
It's well like they show like a person who says something awesome.
Mhm.
And it plays that music where it's like,
Oh, yeah,
you know,
yeah. The
what I'm talking about?
Brazilian funk. It like starts
Yeah.
playing the Brazilian funk.
Well, it's like the Chad music. I
Yeah,
don't know.
Yeah,
how
yeah.
Brazilian
to
funk.
Brazilian
describe it.
funk. Yeah.
That music is what I imagine whenever I see a Maine Coon, like
Same.
just sitting there, just
Yeah.
standing there, like
That's
observing
true.
his surroundings.
Yep.
You know,
I've been hearing that music played a lot during those like weird half animal, half like anthropomorphic animal AI videos.
Oh,
of, like,
where it goes, he's back, and then it starts going into the
I
Brazilian.
don't think I've seen that.
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
But yeah, it's just like animals representing different countries.
That's exactly,
and shit like that.
and they're all jacked as fuck, and
Yeah.
it's like this weird diffusion, whatever
Yeah.
that's called,
Yeah, stable
AI.
diffusion.
Yeah.
Weird.
But yeah, the audio, it always goes, he's back, and then it goes in the Brazilian funk.
It's like the only thing that isn't AI in that video.
Yeah.
how does it go? Wait, what does it say?
He's back. That's literally what it says.
I know, but the third one, I like how the third one was just like, whatever.
Oh, I thought maybe you weren't.
Already-
You weren't hearing
wanted
what
you
she
to-
was saying.
No. I did hear what you were saying. I just wanted you to say it because you said it exactly the same way both
Because
times.
that's what it
and
sounds like.
And I know. I just wanted to see if you would do it exactly the same way a third time, but you
Sound
didn't,
like
and it was
Anisa?
funny.
No, I don't want to do it anymore.
He's back.
Yeah, that's what it does.
Nice.
And it fucking, that's the only reason the first time I watched it was because I was like, okay, he's back. Who's he? I wanted to know.
Yeah.
And now I'm learning that it's just,
It hooked you.
yeah.
Ultrafish Games says, unfortunate time to be glazing Musk after what happened at the inauguration, Skullface. Edit. To clarify, I know it was ironic, but that just makes it funnier, Lamau. Keep up the great work. This podcast makes my shift so much easier. Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
I was going to say, if it makes you feel any better, I don't think there's a person I hate more on this planet than Elon Musk.
It had AI recommendations. They were all like one words, like oops or
Oops.
something else. I put one of them was just emoji with a zipper over its mouth. So I just clicked that one.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I truly mean this. I hate Elon Musk, like, more than I think I've ever hated any human being ever on planet Earth.
Fair.
So
I actually haven't been using Twitter. Like, I haven't been posting on there since like September of last year. But this recent thing where he saluted Hitler,
yeah.
I was like, I should probably like literally not use it
Yeah.
anymore. And so I have officially switched to using Blue Sky.
Yeah, Blue Sky's good.
Because that literally just like actually just made me uncomfortable. I'm
Yeah.
typically not like influenced by a lot of things, but that was like kind of the most sobering thing for even me, where I was just like, he's literally just
a
a
Nazi.
fucking Nazi. Like what? Like I don't. And just seeing how many people were just like immediately just like, nah, that wasn't what that was. I was just like, this Twitter fucking actually is just dog shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't even want to look at it anymore. I don't forget using it.
Yeah,
Like to tweet. I just don't want to look at it anymore.
I know.
It's so infuriating.
It's really rough seeing people like trying to defend it by saying he has autism.
That's so insulting.
it's
Like,
so
what
insulting.
You think autistic people just like salute Hitler on accident?
And
like
also,
they know what they're
if
doing.
even if they did, like the average person would be like, "Holy shit! I was not aware of what my body was doing in that moment. I do not in any capacity support like any of this shit." Like, but he couldn't even do that.
Also, I want to make it clear, it's possible to be autistic and a Nazi.
Yeah. Today, I don't know when this comes out, but today he spoke to the AfD party in Germany, which is like the alt-right party in Germany, and literally said that you should not feel guilt for or shame for what has happened in Germany's past, and that it's time to move on.
Yeah.
You know, you do a and then I feel like you're gonna have to beep that, but you do that, and then you fucking don't say sorry. You don't clarify, and then you speak to the fucking alt-right party of Germany and say you're the only hope for Germany, and that you should not feel shame for the past. Like, I can't. I'm sorry. That's
No, anyone giving him the time of day, like literally just like does not like refuses to look into any of it.
Yeah, you either infantilize autistic people or you sympathize with Nazis.
Yeah. Maybe you can explain this one. I don't fully understand because I think they might be addressing something that you said. Maybe you didn't. By the way, it's straight up and easily debunked lie that being gay is forbidden on Xiaohongshu. Or anything. Literally, like half the app is lesbians, Lamau.
No, it's true. It was easily debunked. They were trying to, I think, pink wash. I think it's called pink washing. And that's on me. Like, it's so easy to convince American people or people in the West that other countries are like really far behind when it comes to like
progressive,
like just
social
expression
issues and
and there was like people that I knew personally who were saying that they weren't LGBTQ friendly, and I just took it at face value.
Okay.
But as soon as you go on the app, like it is a bunch of at least my algorithm, it's like lesbians, non-binary, and just a fuck ton of like gay men teaching you cool slang. So
was it Thailand that recently legalized gay marriage?
Yep. I was gonna I was gonna tweet don't tell Lauren.
Right. That's crazy.
Because at 90 Day Fiance there was this fucking asshole that was trying to like get out of America and get out of paying his child support by tricking this poor fucking trans woman in Vietnam. I
think so. Or Philippines.
Or the Philippines. I think it was, I can't remember. Yeah. But anyways, they're trying to trick her into going to Thailand because he said that gay marriage was legal in Thailand, which
it wasn't.
It wasn't.
At the time.
But now it is.
Yeah.
So no one tell him.
Clint from Clint's Reptiles would be good to ask Snake questions. He taught me everything I know about reptiles. So that's a good suggestion. We can have an expert on.
Yeah. I trust anybody named Clint to talk to me about reptiles.
True. Someone tried to get the AI to respond to it. It says, react to this comment. Poo-poo, pee-pee, poo-poo, 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 pee-pee, poo. Sorry, there's no AI response.
Damn, AI was like...
What's our response then?
Try again next time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mr. 8-Ball.
That's the original AI, isn't it?
8-Ball.
Isn't 8-Ball the original AI?
True.
Yeah, pretty much.
You can talk to it all day long.
Yeah, try again.
That'd be a cool... I was just thinking about like how an 8-Ball has like... It's basically a... What is it? Like a four-sided triangle die kind of thing? Not four sides. Is it four sides? It's like a little pyramid. So yeah, that'd be like four sides.
Yeah, four.
I like the idea of putting like a D20 in there and
Yeah.
having really small messages on
You
it.
can have a magnifying.
Oh, you could.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I think I've seen that.
Maybe I'll make a big, like a 20 questions
Ooh.
8-Ball.
I like that.
That would be sick.
Also, she's from the Philippines.
Okay.
And to clarify, I didn't come up with the idea of them going to Thailand for gay marriage and that trans women are women. I just feel like somebody's going to hear that and be like, oh, so you're...
Yeah.
I just want to clarify.
Yeah, you're the messenger.
I'm just the messenger for his fucking shitty, weird behavior.
I know what I'm going to do when there's an awkward silence and the ice needs to be broken.
Fart.
Who do you think would win? Yeah, I like that. Who do you think would win?
Do you think it's ever appropriate to break the ice by farting?
Oh yeah.
Okay, here's an
That's
example.
so funny.
You just got into prison. You got in with your cellmate. Very awkward, very quiet. You rip one.
I think I have
It's a little
weird-
risky.
Yeah. Prison. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not an everyday situation. I was thinking
There's murderers in there.
Yeah.
True.
Also,
No, you never know.
breaking
Yeah.
the ice or farting outside, pretty chill. Like in an enclosed space, I don't think it's chill.
No, you're right. It's kind of like farting in a closed space is like coughing without covering your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same vibe of rudeness.
Good comparison.
Who's up oiling their coyote?
So,
An oiled up coyote.
Oh man, that poor coyote.
And then Dr. Till said, "Excuse me, this is gimmick infringement. You'll be hearing from my Brazilian lawyer." And it looked like this guy, Dr. Till, his channel was called The Ministry of Dude. I named the podcast like talking about dude stuff or whatever.
That's sick. The Ministry of Dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of dude related content out there.
We need to tap into the bro market.
The dude market. Bro market's something different. Dude market is kind of like innocent, I think.
Okay, so bro market bad.
Bad.
Dude market
Good.
innocent sweet.
Yes. Just talking about dude stuff. Like not your feelings.
Yeah,
Definitely
not your feelings and not social issues. We're only talking about sacked up gorillas.
Sacked up gorillas, how hot, like scale 1 through 10 a chick is.
Okay.
Also, women are chicks. You have to only
Yeah.
refer to them as chicks.
Yeah.
Chicks with big tits.
Yeah.
Chicks with big tits.
We're dudes with big sacks. She's a fully stacked chick.
Right, okay. Tits or ass?
That's another great dude fact.
That's perfect, dude. That's dude-tastic.
That's dude logic.
I think women, like, I'm not going to speak for all bi women and all, like, lesbians, but I think most women are thigh and, like, hip women.
Like on a chicken, like what they eat or what?
Like, on women,
On women.
thigh and, like, the hip,
Right.
this area.
Okay.
That is, like, the hottest area on a woman.
Okay.
Shoulders?
I really wanted to play like a devil's advocate.
No, I mean, if you get, I'm not here to speak for
but
all
it's coming
lesbians and
from,
all
like, a very,
bisexual women.
like fucked up place, and I don't want to have to be the person to say like, "Hey, I'm just."
On all the lesbian porn I've watched,
We're straying
they're
away from the
sucking hard
dude
on the
content.
tits. Is that what you were gonna say?
No. Mine would take too much explanation, I think, so I'm just gonna not.
Oh, I'm
Not go
so
down that
curious now.
I could tell you in the aftermarket.
In the aftermarket of ideas.
That's where I exist intellectually.
I can't explain it. Maybe this is just me. I can't. I'm not gonna project it on all other women, but I have talked to other women who like women, and I have like consumed content around it, and it does feel like that's a very valued place.
No, you're right.
The
I mean,
thighs and the hip.
there's more. I think with anyone who's like a little bit more sexually fluid or bi or fucking lesbian, they're going to look at things that are more nuanced.
Yeah.
And that's why the dude show is like ass or tits.
Yeah.
The dude show never talks about like a woman's abs or fucking hip dips or a
like
thigh
when
brow.
the thigh brow came out, that was revolutionary.
What's a thigh brow?
See, you don't even know.
Well, this is the dude show. I'm brought a lesbian on to give me the fucking.
Yeah, we're interviewing a lesbian
Skinny.
for a dude show.
Dane,
So be honest, lesbo.
Dane, do you know what a thigh brow is?
No, that sounds made up.
It kind of. I mean, everything that I
Everything's made
want
up, Dane.
Yeah, well, let's be honest.
Okay, let me be specific. It sounds like you're making it up to lie and
No,
seem-
I'm not making it up to lie. When like a woman, like the picture of like a woman kneeling in front of a mirror.
Yeah.
The area there's like a crease in the
Oh, right. Okay.
legs. Like,
Not-
that's
I
kinda-
understand why it's called that. Now.
Yeah, it's the
Because there's
thigh
enough
brow.
fat there.
Yeah,
like
it's-
you wouldn't necessarily have that if you are.
It's where
thin,
the hip
thin.
is like connected to the
Okay.
leg.
Yeah.
And when you sit that way, there's like you can see the shape
little
of the
fold.
hip, and then there's like the
like the-
fold.
What's
That's
that?
the thigh brow.
What's that on a guy? There's like a cock
Yeah, the
Triangle?
freaking
What's that
Yeah,
called?
the
Sex
cock-
lines?
Yeah, the sex
sex
lines.
line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of similar to that.
Okay.
But it's
Okay.
yeah, thigh brow,
I'm on the same page.
and I feel like that was
I-
specifically made for other women to ogle at. I don't think that's for men.
Google.
Oogle? Ogle.
I think it's oogle.
I think it's ogle.
Is it oogle or
mean-
ogle?
Quit ogling
I don't know.
me.
Yeah, I don't think it's oogling.
I think oogling is what old people do when they're
I think great.
in need of answers.
I think Great googly moogly is
Yeah.
something that.
Wait, what is
Great
like an
googly
apostrophe
moogly.
oogle? Would be like who was that? Like pirate speak or something? Arr, I need to oogle something.
I don't think
I need to
we're.
go on.
boy.
I need to go on Oogle.com and look something up.
.com. I think you're like mixing canoodling and
Yeah, I
Yeah.
could be. I
ogling.
could be dead wrong. I have been paying close attention in a similar way to what actors, queer people like obsess over.
Yeah.
Like they get like gender envy, or they get like they just think that they're really hot, even though they're not conventionally attractive. There are 3 big ones in my research.
Let me guess. Can I guess?
Sure.
And then I'll guess.
Okay.
All right.
Willem Dafoe, young Michael Cera, and Pascal.
Oh my god.
So
Oh,
you got
Pascal
one out of
was
3.
one of them.
You got one out of 3. You got,
I got
one out of 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ian?
Yours.
Pascal was one of mine.
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe's a great one.
Willem Dafoe, definitely. Lesbians love Willem Dafoe.
Adam Driver.
Oh, yeah, Adam Driver.
And then I'm gonna say, I need to go more chick route.
Well,
I need
Adam
to think
Driver.
like
Oh,
a
you mean
damn
like a
chick.
woman?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of chicks.
Well,
right
I
now.
will say all 3 of mine are men.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I'll stay in the men category
'Cause
then.
I was going to say Megan Fox. Bisexual women love Megan
Right,
Fox.
right. Pretty much just because of Jennifer's body.
Yeah, Jennifer's body, but Transformers for me when she was leaning over the car.
Oh, and then I'll use who's that little kid from?
Excuse me?
He's an adult now.
Oh.
That movie where he's like pranking those guys that are trying to break into his house.
Oh,
Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin.
That's the guy, Macaulay Culkin.
Okay.
That one
See,
didn't make
okay,
any sense. I'm just
These are
finding
all
out.
good guesses. These are all actually really fantastic guesses. And I am wondering if there are any lesbians or queer people in the chat, if any of those do hit for you. But for me, my research has come back with the 3 being Willem Dafoe,
Yep.
which you 2 were both right about.
Lesbians love Willem Dafoe.
Paul Dano.
Paul Dano. Who's Paul
I'm
Dano?
gonna look up Paul Dano.
Paul Dano, you'll recognize him.
Okay.
He was in the recent Batman movie, like with Robert Pattinson. I'm trying to think of like what he's been in recently, so you might know. And then the 3rd one is Cillian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy. I don't know that one either.
Cillian
Oh,
Murphy
yeah.
is the main guy in Oppenheimer.
Oh.
That's Paul Dano.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep.
They see Paul Dano and they think that guy is a lesbian.
Yeah. Yeah. There's something specifically about Willem Dafoe that is like
That's
sexy. Oh, yeah.
It's pronounced
Also-
Killian.
Cillian.
Yeah,
I would have pronounced it Cillian.
Mads Mikkelsen, I think.
that's
is
just
another
when
one.
he's being silly. Matt Mikkelsen is kind of another one. Yeah.
Also, the guy who played Nosferatu and the clown from It. What's his name?
Oh, Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah.
I what was I saying before that? I was saying something. Oh yeah. Willem Dafoe is like sexy in the way that like cigar or like cigar smoke and bourbon
Tastes
scent
good.
is sexy. Do you know what I mean? Like it's so rich and deep and classic and like that it
Interesting.
you can't argue it.
It's got that rough leather feel.
Yeah, rough leather feel. There's something about him specifically, his aura, that transcends sexuality, I think. And I think
Right.
that's a talent to have. That only comes with age, by the way. I don't think you can hit that like pre like 55.
I don't know.
I think
Pre-
most of
55.
it comes from age. You can get 80% there with age.
Yeah.
But the other 20%
20%
is yeah.
I would actually argue it's 50-50.
yeah.
I think you have to have the base, but to get to the fullness that he has.
I think little whippersnapper needs to piss or shit, so I'm going to take him out.
Oh, okay.
Keep telling them about gays.
I will say in the case of Willem Dafoe, even when he was young, I think people look at young pictures of him and they're like, "Oh my god, he was even sexy back then." Or watch movies with him because he's been acting his whole life. Like in Platoon, he was like the young little whippersnapper, and people like love that.
Yeah, that's
movie
true.
with him.
But it's a different type of sexiness back then than it is now. Like this type of
it was
sexiness.
more Mick Jagger back then.
Yes. Whereas this type of sexiness is like when you age a bottle of whiskey properly. You know what I mean? Whereas like there's a lot of people who were the type of sexy that he was back then who didn't age, like they didn't take care of themselves or like age the way that he did, if that makes sense. Like as gracefully. And I think that and the way he dresses, like he's drippy in a way that like you can only obtain from like reading the catacombs of fashion scholars or something. You know what I mean?
Sure. He's very casual. He has like a casualness about him. That is, I think, attractive.
Like it's exactly what I think people want. Like a put together person to actually look and act like.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Willem Dafoe makes a lot of sense. It's interesting. No women on your list.
I could give you another list of women as well.
I'd be curious to hear a list of women.
So right off the bat,
chicks.
Right off the bat, some chicks for you that lesbians love.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Chicks that lesbians love, and bisexual women,
or just queer people in general.
Yeah, the queer community.
The first one, I kind of have to think a little bit harder on this one, but
Doechii.
The first one that came to mind, Doechii.
Yeah, is that how you say her name? Doechii.
Yeah. New music artist.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
New on the scene.
No. There is a new music artist though that I think. That would be Chappelle Rowan.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, for sure. Oh, good callback, Chappelle Rowan.
Chappelle Rowan.
Chappelle Rowan for sure.
But the actress that I was thinking about was Sigourney Weaver. Who is from Alien.
Yeah, and also Anna, what's her name? The blonde. She's blonde, big doe eyes. She was in Mad Max, I think. Anna Joy Taylor.
Okay, yeah.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Anya Taylor-Joy. There we go. We got there.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Really, I've never heard that name passed around in queer circles.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I've heard it. I've heard it quite a bit, I would say.
Let me consult my queer circles.
I'll
consult my queer queeries.
Yeah,
I have a couple queer queries.
I have a few queer queries.
I only have queer theories because I have no circles like you guys have.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Your wife is queer.
They're straight lines. They're not circles.
Hello? Yeah, I'm queer.
I mean,
weird. That's pretty sure.
That's a straight line. Yeah.
Your community manager is queer.
Yeah, I just throw out, little questions here, little queries here and there.
So queries for your queer.
Yeah.
Theories.
And I think where my theories have led is, man, I wish I had some names that I could conjure.
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway. Like Anne Hathaway.
Sorry.
Sure.
Also,
she's just objective. She's just objectively beautiful, though. I'm talking about like ones that like don't pop up in dude circles very often, as far as being
that's
attractive.
The most important part, I guess.
I think it's the distinction between straight people, because straight people generally wouldn't be like, "Who's hot?" and they'd say like, "Oh, Channing Tatum." Or like Brad Pitt or something. Yeah. Like those are the ones that they go towards them.
Trad American.
No straight person is ever going to say that fucking William Dafoe is at the top of their hotness list or Paul Dano. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that's the distinction. So with the women, you got to think like what's a woman that no straight male would put in their top 5 hottest. But a queer person would. And I think Anne Hathaway is disqualified because I think Anne Hathaway is like objectively beautiful to both sides.
Listen, I'm already struggling with name a woman. Okay, that's already hard for me.
No.
All right.
Anne Hathaway was.
I could do that. I could do the 100 challenge.
We
easily.
should actually do that next episode. You can't fucking pre-game though. You have to have blank,
Okay.
a blank brain, and I have to get muted while you're doing yours,
Wait.
and then vice versa.
So Anne Hathaway wasn't she the one at The Office? That one scene where they're trying to debate whether or not Anne Hathaway is hot. Isn't
No,
it Anne?
No, that was $1 Million Baby. What's her fucking name?
Hillary Swank.
Thank
right?
you, Hillary
Yeah.
Swank. That was who they were debating.
Yeah, and fucking Pam holds up a sign that just says "hot," and she like,
Yeah.
that's where that like reaction gif came from
Oh.
on Twitter. But yeah, no, yeah. Anne Hathaway is just like beautiful smile, beautiful eyes.
Let's pretend I never said it. How about that?
No. It was a good opportunity to clarify what the game is, so that people can
People
contribute their own
listening.
answers.
Okay.
Yes.
That's great. That reminds me of the teacher sort of pivoting the wrong answer that someone shouted out in class
As a teaching
to
moment.
teaching positive moment.
Hi, Bubba.
That's great.
Right.
love
Bubba
that.
smells like
Bulbasaur.
yeah, he smells like stinky.
Okay, well let me try really hard. Let me try my darndest.
Okay.
Okay. Unfortunately my brain is not going to people of color immediately.
Dochi, I feel like
But now I am thinking of people of color. Because I wasn't thinking.
Well, you don't have to do that anymore. They got rid of the DIE. The
Oh.
yeah, they got rid of the yeah.
So it's not a requirement anymore
No.
like it was before. Okay. That's so fucked up, man.
Yeah, it's so fucked up. It's
Yeah.
fucked up that all the corporations were like so on it.
Yeah.
Like Target was like, fuck it. Amazon was like, fuck it. The only people that have kept any of that shit is Costco. So
Yeah. And us.
and us here at She Ruined My Career.
Incorporated.
Clearly a queer friendly space as the main host struggles to come up with
I'm thinking of women.
You just can't think of like, you can't think of like names
just
in
gotta
general.
find that woman who's a little bit who's got a couple screws loose.
Do you want me to fill the silence with one? Because I've got another one.
Oh
that I
yeah, that'd be
thought of.
great. That'd be great.
I've got Gina Davis is one.
Gina Davis. Can someone
She's from what is she from?
I'm so
She's
bad
from
with
Beetlejuice.
accents. Oh, yeah. Yeah, also Jenna Ortega, but she also is just loved by everyone. Jenna Ortega.
Yeah. No, I think Jenna Ortega probably counts.
Yeah.
No, I'm rescinding that. That doesn't count. That is way
Okay.
too normal.
Vetoed.
All right. Okay.
Vetoed.
Oh, oh gosh. I had one. I really had one.
And then she escaped.
Yeah, she's like a chubbier woman,
Oh,
but I don't even know
Lizzo.
her name.
are you talking about the one she sang on SNL in the bra top and she's blonde and she's not chubby, but for Hollywood standards and
Yeah.
like for the
Oh,
direction
yeah.
that we're heading in would be considered chubby.
I mean, that applies to many people. Yeah.
Because there is one girl who like really took the queer space for women by storm. She performed on, I think it was SNL Live, and she wore like a black bra top and and she was like, oh man. But she's very loved, and I don't know names well
Yeah,
enough.
same.
Somebody will say it in the comments. Ooh, look at him! He looks like a little gargoyle.
Does Hunchback of Notre Dame?
Does he look like a little gargoyle?
Yeah. Impish.
Sweet.
Okay. That's basically the end of the podcast there.
Fail.
Wait, no, I have. Wait a minute.
Just like Dua Lipa or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Dua Lipa. Oh,
Last time I
Tate
did
McRae.
that, we focused on fucking.
Does Tate McRae? Do straight people like Tate McRae? Do
I don't even know who that
really-
is.
I don't know who that is.
So probably not.
She's a pop star And
The two straights here don't know who that is.
Oh, so maybe Tate McRae does count. I mean, she seems like straight men would really like her, though. Like, she looks like literally if a straight man like had to build a girlfriend, just look up Tate McRae. I feel like
No, if a straight man had to build a girlfriend, it would be Sydney Sweeney
or Sabrina Carpenter. Well, wait, look up Tate McRae right now and tell me if do you think that she counts.
Her name's Tate.
Tate McRae.
That's your name. Fucking change it.
TATE and then MCR.
Oh, I see. Yeah, she's pretty.
Yeah.
She's
I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about her. I with queer people, the personality and
matters.
vibe and like how they poise themselves, how they present.
You're right.
In real life, it's not just down to pics with the queers,
it's
as opposed
vibe.
to the straights who can jack off to a blurry picture.
Yeah, I have no. Yeah, yep. Animals. Disgusting
Animals.
No, I'm just kidding. We're in a straight marriage. I feel so bad when I have conversations about being bisexual because I'm like in a straight
You
marriage.
feel guilt?
Yeah, I do. I actually do. Yeah, I'm like, why the fuck? I don't feel like I have any authority to fucking.
That's good. That's good to be that humble because I think there are a lot of queer people who are mean to bisexual people.
Yeah,
who are just like, you don't belong.
Yeah, I mean, there. When I was growing up, I had this conversation with my sister. Bisexuality was not part of the. We had like an LGB. What was it?
It would have been
LGBTQ, I think at the time. Org at my school when I was growing up, and they didn't see bisexual people as as part of that group. They just saw it as like you can pass, so you don't need to be a part. It was very weird. I don't know. That was my program at my school, and I grew up in the early 2000s.
No, that sounds familiar. I remember there being a letter added at some point. I just don't remember what it was. It must have been B.
Yeah.
Fucking the program at our school, and I think a lot of people's school, was called the Gay Straight Alliance.
Oh, same.
The Gay Straight Alliance is so stupid of a name.
It is really funny. Yeah. But back then it was like awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, we're like, we're in an alliance. Fuck yeah.
Oh my God, I just remembered. I unlocked a memory. A kid got suspended for wearing a rainbow bracelet.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, when I was in high school.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't know, with my brain.
Well, maybe Trump will bring that back.
Woo!
Oh, Merlin brought his pig in to show the class.
To say goodbye to everyone. Merlin.
Whoa, the pig. The pig of justice.
Wow.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, we got him a new pig. He's super excited about it. We're training him to go after cops. That's how we're warming him up. Yeah, see?
We're going to teach him to bite balls next.
Yeah, look at that bite force on him.
All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Hasta!